taking on the Kokomo Wildcats, and it's going to be a pretty interesting and important game for both of these teams. I can't help but notice, though, that my audio capture device is not talking very well right now.
We are coming to you live from Bahia Arena, where the Northside Legends will be taking on the Kokomo Wildcats in varsity basketball. Just to get things started here, I'm Mr. T. Bailey, the TV radio broadcast teacher at Northside High School. Before we began the game, I'd like to show some interviews that we did with Coach Andrews and some of our players. All right, this is Mr. Tom Bailey from Legend Sports, our TV radio broadcast program. I am joined today by Mr. Gary Andrews. Coach Andrews, how's it going?
Doing great. Thanks for having me.
So we're here to talk about a couple of things. We're about to face off against Kokomo, but you had a big win against Bishop Luers last night. Tell us a bit about it.
Well, Bishop Luers has Nayland Thompson, who's one of the best players in the area, very athletic, very strong player, and they won the SAC last year. So going in there, and though we really shared the ball really well, I think our defense at times forced some turnovers. We have to get some fast break, which is our game. We like to get up and down, and I thought it was just a great overall game. And there's four, got that springy floor where it adds 2 to 3 inches on your vertical, and we showed it last night. We probably had 5, 6, 7 dunks last night. So I thought the kids played well.
Yeah, you guys are featured on the highlights, and I watched one of Jordan Green's tip-in dunks. That was pretty big. So now you have a back-to-back today. You're facing off against Kokomo, and they've been hit and miss this season. What are you looking forward to in this game?
I think it's their record. They're a lot better than their record indicates. They're very, very talented. They got a 6'3" point guard who's really good. They got a 6'6" very athletic kid inside. The coach's son can really shoot it. They got some athletic guards. They're very talented. They played Zionsville, who's ranked in the top 10, close, only lost by 2. Played Marion close. So they're a team, when they're on, they're really, really good. They had some internal issues at times and things like that. But, they've won, I think, 2 in a row, and I think, we're going to have to really be ready to play.
Well, and you've been in those situations as a coach where you're like one play away to getting a win, and it gets hard, and I can kind of sympathize with that, where you're always this close, and that's kind of what's happened with them this year. So they're a dangerous opponent for you today as a result.
Dangerous. They're very talented. They're a little bit older than we are, a little bit stronger, so we're really going to have to be ready to play.
Well, the season in general at this point, you had a very emotional and tough, emotionally draining and intense game against Bishop Dwenger. And you got the win in that scenario, and obviously beating Luers last night was a really big win for you. What do you think of the trajectory of the season right now as it stands, coming to the end here?
I think we are getting better every game. I don't think any team in the area right now is getting better and better. And a lot of it's because our youth. We have a lot more room to grow. Getting our whole team together. Zay just came here in the middle of the year. Rodney missed 8 games. So now finally actually having our whole team and getting used to everybody and everybody getting comfortable on the role, that's a big difference. And, I would have loved to see us have our whole team from the start of the year, because you never know how good of a record we would have. But your goal as a coach, you want to be playing your best ball at the end of the year. And if we can keep getting better, we're going to be, playing our best ball going into the sectional, which is what you want.
Well, thanks for coming up for the interview tonight, and good luck.
Thank you.
So we appreciate Coach Andrews coming out for that interview, and there's no doubt that the Northside basketball team has experienced a change in its tides and has experienced some success. We caught up with standout freshman guard Briante Johnson to get his thoughts on this. Okay, Mr. T. Bailey here with Legend Sports. I'm joined by Tay Johnson, our outstanding freshman guard. So you had a couple of wins in this past week, one against Bishop Dwenger, which was emotionally draining and tough, like physical. And then you had a big win last night against Bishop Luers, and you guys looked like you were having a lot of fun out there. How do you think things are going right now?
Things are going way better than at the beginning of the season. Like at the beginning of the season, coach talked about how like we were really bad defensively, and these last two games, our defense has stepped up a lot. We got forcing a lot of turnovers to get in the open floor. That's how we like to play, and yeah, mainly just our defense just getting better. That's all.
All right. And I noticed it from up here, especially the rebounding side of things. And taking better care of the ball is another big aspect I think that's happened. So you're taking on a very dangerous and pretty fundamentally sound Kokomo team whose record doesn't really indicate how good they really are. What do you hope to accomplish tonight, you and your teammates, when you take them on tonight?
Oh well, first off, a win for sure, but we look to we have to rebound, be on the boards. They're pretty big, athletic, and just getting stops on defense, really, and not taking no bad shots, no forced shots, sharing the ball, playing fast how we do.
Well, thanks for coming up for the interview tonight, and good luck.
Thank you.
All right, so we appreciate Tay coming up here. We also caught up with Jordan Green. We might not be able to show the whole thing because of time, but you got to have a good talk with him as well. All right, Mr. T. Bailey here from Legend Sports. I am joined by sophomore outstanding forward Jordan Green, and thank you for coming today. So last night you had a pretty big game against Bishop Lures. Why do you think it was so successful for you?
Just getting a lot of rebounds and just, I don't know, it just came to me, Tay with his assists. I mean, just going off of putbacks and stuff. And then, yeah, that's how it went.
Well, I couldn't help but notice I saw the rebound punch that was on Wayne.com last night. That was pretty exciting. So tonight, what is the key to victory from your perspective? What do you think you've got to do in order to ensure that you guys get the dub?
For me, just getting a lot of rebounds and like protecting the paint, cause like my defense in the paint with block shots, it just get us going, and then dunks, which is like just get us moving and scoring the ball and like just moving the ball around. And yeah.
Well, on that note, I have to commend you because you've gotten stronger and stronger as the year has gone on by asserting yourself more in the post, more as a defensive threat, and you don't get pushed around the way that you did at the beginning of the year. I think you kind of adjusted to the power of the game. So more power to you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming out today, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
So I would like to thank Coach Andrews and Briante Johnson and Jordan Green for coming up for this. We're about to get this guy started, so let's go to live action.
Contest between Northside and Kokomo. We will be honoring at the halftime the dedication and achievements of our senior boys. So, towards the end of the second quarter, make sure that if you are the parent of a senior boy, make sure you come back around to the corner so that you are ready for that performance. And now for our starting lineups. First, for the Wildcats. Coming in at 6'1", is the senior number 0, Tori Smith. Coming in at 6 foot flat, another senior number 5, PJ Flowers. Coming in at 6'3", a third senior number 23, Jackson Richards. Coming in at a towering 6'6", number 24, RJ Oglesby. And last but not least among the Wildcats, at 6'2", number 35, Shane Spear. With head coach Bob Winnell, assistant coaches Jim Rail, Bryce York, and Jason Spear. And now for your Northside legends. First among our legendary roster, a senior at 6'1", number 0, Isaiah Moore. Following him at 6'4", a freshman, number 3, Bronte Johnson. Next up in our lineup at 6'1", a sophomore, number 4, Brayshawn Bassett. Another towering legendary figure at 6'4", sophomore, number 11, Jordan Green. And last but not least among the legends, at 6'2", a junior, number 12, Rodney Woods.
All right. So our officials tonight are Childers, Will, and Meeks. And we're about to jump this off. All right, so we're about to get this started here. And Oglesby for Kokomo controls the tip. Kokomo passes it to the wing and they go down low, trying to work on what they believe is a size advantage. But Jordan Green stands his ground. Bassett brings it back the other way in transition. That ball gets tapped away and a turnover against Northside. They look ahead and Oglesby draws the foul on Isaiah Moore.
Foul on number 0, his first, team's first.
And so Oglesby will be shooting 2 free throws. And the first one is good. And he misses the second one and scores 1-0. All right. Tay Johnson brings it across the timeline for Northside. They pass it to Woods on the wing. Run a down screen dribble handoff for Isaiah Moore, who kicks it to Bassett, who shoots the 3. And it's good. And now Northside is going to come with their full court press. And they reverse the ball. And nice pass to Oglesby, who's able to finish. And we have a tied game. Johnson brings the ball across the timeline, hands it off to Isaiah Moore, who turns the corner. And he finds himself wide open on the Jordan Green screen. And then Oglesby trapped, but he's able to get it out. They look opposite, wide open shot for number 5, who misses. And Rodney Woods unable to contain the rebound. That shot was taken by P.J. Flowers of Kokomo. And Bassett was able to get his hand on the ball, but knocked it out of bounds. And Kokomo inbounds. And Jesus Christ. All right. All right. Woods kicks it to the corner. Isaiah Moore shoots a 3 and he misses. Rebound secured by Kokomo. They go back to Oglesby and then up top to number 5, Flowers, who reestablishes control for the Kokomo Wildcats. Screen set by Oglesby, pass tipped. They look ahead to Rodney Woods, who sizes it up and lays it in. Northside sticking with this full court diamond press. And ball is tipped out of bounds and still Kokomo's ball. Shot goes up and it is good for Kokomo. And
More from the Wildcats, number 0, Smith.
we have a tie game after some suspect defense. And Johnson lines it up. That looked good from here.
Those points from the Legends by number 3, Johnson.
You can't leave him alone like that. He has a really good looking shot. Shot goes up, and that's long. Rodney Woods with the rebound. He pushes in transition. Go to the corner to Isaiah. Briante Johnson is wide open at the top of the key. It comes off of the back iron. Rebound fought for, but secured by Kokomo's number 23, Jackson Richards. Richards with the ball up top. He finds Flowers on the wing. They go to Oglesby down low. Jordan Green closes the gap, which causes Kokomo to pass it back out and reestablish themselves. And Brayshawn Bassett with the steal. He pushes in transition, lines up a 3, and that's good. And timeout taken. And that is a full timeout. I'd like to recognize our corporate sponsors. The City of Fort Wayne and the Northside High School Alumni Association have contributed to our television radio broadcast programming. We appreciate that. Big Eyed Fish and Jarrell's are also our sponsors. Jarrell's Barbershop, we cut it, you strut it is their motto. They specialize in cuts and fades and razor blade shaves. Located at 2104 South Clinton Street. Check out jarrellsbarbershop.com for more information. And of course, Big Eyed Fish with 3 locations serving the greater Fort Wayne area. The original on North Wells, Express out west on Hillegas Road, and Express north on Leo Road. Check out originalbigeyedfish.com. And that brings us back to live action with Kokomo inbounding with a 13-7 score where the Legends have a 6-point lead. The Legends coming out in a press. So Coleman gives it off to Smith on the wing. Pass it back to Coleman, who dribbles it out of bounds. So now Kokomo will show full court press. And they are able to get over the press and get an easy layup for Green off of the Johnson pass. And the Wildcats of Kokomo able to answer with their own fresh break. So Kokomo showing 2-3 zone. 2-3 has a tendency to give us fits. And Isaiah Moore lines up a long 3 and hits nothing but the bottom of the net. All right, there was a little iron in that. I might have exaggerated. So Kokomo able to turn the corner against the full court press. And that gives Richards the ball up top. Oglesby sets the screen for him. That ball is partially blocked. And Woods secures the rebound and pushes in transitions. Finds Isaiah Moore, who sized up the 3 but thought better of it. They go opposite to Briante Johnson on the wing. And that is not a good call. He clearly was either bumped, and he made a legitimate shot on the ball. It got tipped, but oh well. Let the basketball gods decide. Northside has a 9-point lead right now. And Kokomo able to break the press. And Bassett is matched up on Richards up top. And the ball gets tipped out of bounds by Northside. So Spear will take the ball out of bounds for Kokomo. They set a cross screen underneath the hoop, and Oglesby is wide open for an easy bucket. Bassett pushes the ball up. They reverse, go back to Bassett, who shoots a three. That is off from here. You can see the rebound tipped around, and it goes off of Northside. 1:03 left in the quarter, 7-point lead for the Northside Legends, 18-11. And unfortunately, Northside's own player bumped into each other, Rodney Woods. Rodney Woods bumped into Bassett. They both saw that turnover and their eyes got real big. And I like that the official Childers on the opposite side was explaining to Bassett that it was his own player that hit him that hard. And that's a great block by Jordan Green, but Kokomo able to secure the rebound. The three-point basket goes up by number 5, but he misses. Bassett pushes it in transition. And Ryan Collins with the three, unable to get it. Kokomo secures the rebound. Coleman goes to Spear, who knocks down the three. And just like that, the lead is 4 for Northside with 6.5 left in the quarter. Bassett shoots the really long three off the back iron, and it's no good. And that is how this quarter will end, 18-14. All right, we'd like to recognize our sponsor, Jarrell's Barbershop. We cut it, you strut it is their motto. We cut it, you strut it. Jarrell'sBarbershop.com has information, and they are located at 2104 South Clinton Street. Big Eyed Fish also has sponsored our sports programming. They have 3 locations that serve the greater Fort Wayne area. The original on North Wells Street, Express on Hillegas Road, and Express North on Leo Road. Check out originalbigeyeddfish.com for menu and ordering options. We'd like to thank our corporate sponsors, which also include the City of Fort Wayne and the Northside High School Alumni Association. If you are interested in sponsoring our content, give Athletic Director Andrew Klein a call at 467-2794. All right, coming back to live action, and the second quarter is about to begin. This has been kind of a back and forth affair. Northside has had opportunities to establish as much as a 10-point lead, and an 11-point lead, but missed layups and things like that. And Kokomo has been roaring back to close this gap down to 4. So Johnson will take the ball to begin the second quarter, across the timeline. Screen set by Green. He slips the screen. They pass it to Moore, who shoots the three, and he's open, but hits the back iron, no good. And a three-point basket is no good. And Briante Johnson flies over the crowd to get the rebound. They pass to Jordan Green on the wing, and he's able to hit the 17-foot jumper. And he couldn't have been any more open. Just the threat of a Briante Johnson. And another steal by Briante Johnson as he is able to get the steal and push it the other way. That's one of the things that you can't do against Northside is you can't throw a slow bounce pass because Northside's defenders, especially the guards in Isaiah Moore and Briante Johnson and even Rodney Woods, is they close the gap so fast that ball is either going to get tipped or just thievery is going to take place. So Kokomo is taking the ball out of bounds. Oglesby dribbles it out to the wing. They look to Richards on the high post, who takes his time, settles himself, and hits a nice turnaround jump shot. Find Green in the corner, and he's wide open, and that barely comes out. But Isaiah Moore is able to secure the offensive rebound and put the biscuit in the basket. That brings the lead up to 8 for Northside, 24-16, with 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second quarter. So Northside has reconfigured its half-court press, too. They put somebody to deny the middle. And now Northside content to stay in man-to-man defense. Richards with the ball up top, and Collins guarding. Rodney Woods now will guard number 5, Flowers, who passes it to Richards on the wing. Oglesby sets the screen. And the up fake leaves the ball short. Rodney Woods looks ahead, and Jordan Green with the dunk. That is good defense leading to easy offense. And it's a great outlet pass by Rodney Woods to get that there. And that was a foul on Briante Johnson. Oh no, they called it on Jordan Green. So that is his first foul. The lead is now 10 for Northside, and Oglesby will be shooting 2 free throws for the Wildcats. And it's a good looking free throw. You know, one of the things that Gary Andrews said about Kokomo is that they have seniors who are experienced, and you could even see that on that play that Oglesby was telling his own players where to be there correctly. And you know, and that's a basket Northside shouldn't give up on a rebound missed after a free throw. Briante Johnson sizes up the defense, and he shoots a 3, and that rims out, but that looked pretty good until it didn't go in. The lead is 7 for Northside. Richards pushes and kicks to the corner, and a lot of bodies on the floor down here, and Rodney Woods ran into the shooter, so they will be shooting.
Foul on number 12, his first, team's third.
And they're calling it after the shot, so and Richards with the air ball. That didn't look like something he normally shoots. He's got really good hands and good mechanics, so I expected that to at least hit some iron. They go to the high post, set a double screen down for Isaiah, who passes it to the wing to Collins. And Bassett is the only one back for Northside, and he commits a foul. Because it really was a 3-on-1 break at that point. Leads remains at 7 with 4.5 remaining in the half. First one is up, and it's good. And second free throw coming. And the second one is up and good. So Flowers makes a second, and he checks out of the game. Coleman comes in for him. So Bassett has it at the top of the key. And that is a good aggressive move by Jordan Green from the mid post there.
Foul on number 15, his first, team's first.
You know, if you tuned into the JV game, that defense caused the Legends JV team headaches. And even Jordan Green misses the first free throw. But what is different between these two levels is somebody like a Jordan Green or an Isaiah Moore or even a Bassett or whoever they put at the high post is going to play aggressively from that position and cause problems. Northside sticking to its full court press. Second free throw was good by Green. Richards with the ball. He reverses it to Oglesby. Richards with it. Coleman with the ball in the wing. They go to Flowers, who turns the corner on the screen. They look opposite to Oglesby, who shoots the three. And then number 15 with the rebound. And that's Hardiman. And the ball got knocked out of bounds off of Northside. And
2 points, Wildcats, 23, Richards.
Richards with the smooth move in the lane. And they call the jump ball on that play. So Northside hitting one of its lulls. They go in these streaks. And
Foul on number 4, his second, team's fifth.
and that is Bassett's second foul. Those kind of fouls drive a coach crazy because they happen 45 feet away from the rim. And great defense by Jordan Green. And great rebound by Briante Johnson. In response, they look to go in transition. Nobody stops Johnson, but he ends up not drawing the foul. Isaiah Moore with the three-pointer, but that's no good. That goes to Coleman on the wing in transition. Oglesby makes a nice, tough move, and he finishes. And just like that, the lead is 2.
Timeout, Legends.
All right, this is
Parkview Sports Mayor.
an opportunity for us to recognize our sponsors, the City of Fort Wayne, Big Eyed Fish, Gerald's Barbershop, and the Northside High School Alumni Association. We want to thank all of those organizations for contributing to our programming and to our athletic department.
Ortho Express is located in the Sport 1 field.
If you are interested in sponsoring our programming, please give Andrew Klein
Senior legend.
a call at 467-2794. He is really bored and needs something to do. So
Remember, we are doing the senior night. We're doing senior night at halftime.
all right, so we are back to live action, and it's Northside's ball after the basket and the timeout from Coach Andrews, who had seen enough. They go to the high post to Green, down screen. They set the screen for Collins, who's unable to do anything with it. And then we also then get the ball to Briante Johnson, who turns the corner but gets fouled.
Foul on number 0, his first, team's second.
So Northside will be taking the ball out of bounds here. And that is a wide open shot for Jordan Green, who is unable to finish. But the tip assist from Rodney Woods gets Green the wide open layup on the rebound there. That's a heads-up play by Rodney Woods. He does an awful lot of little things for Northside. All right, Richards with the ball in the wing. He passes it to Spear. Back to Richards. Flowers with the ball. Back to Spear. And they ran all that, and they couldn't free up Spear on the opposite side. And that is a bad angle to try to make that pass, and it's a turnover for Kokomo, Northside basketball. Minute 36 left in this quarter. Northside has the lead at 4. Looking to extend that lead if they can play some smart, aggressive basketball here. And that was a good no call, but it was a great aggressive move by Isaiah Moore coming over that screen. Spear has the ball, kicks it to the corner. Spear now lines up a 3, and that comes out. Briante Johnson with the rebound. He looks ahead in transition to Isaiah Moore, who wisely kicks it back to an aggressive Jordan Green, who almost gets his own rebound, and it got tipped. It got tipped by Kokomo. But the official didn't catch that. Tipped by Rodney Woods, who looks to turn the corner. And now Northside able to set up with 36 seconds left in the first half. All right, waiting till 10 seconds left in the half. They find Rodney Woods. And Briante Johnson. If he makes that, I'm going home.
And that's the half. Legends 31.
So Northside able to redeem themselves and get the lead back up to 6 just before halftime here. Man, both teams are just a few plays away.
If you haven't come down at this time.
So it's been a really close half, and both teams have been playing in spurts. Northside had an opportunity to get a lead as high as 11 and missed the bunny. And then Kokomo was able to crawl back and bring it to within 2. And then Northside was able to extend the lead back to 6 here at the end of with a little run here at the end of the half. And, so it's just been a good war of attrition here. With that said, we'd like to go to halftime with a message from our Alumni Association. And now a word from the Northside High School Alumni Association.
My name is Mike Morris. I'm the Executive Director of the Northside High School Alumni Association. I took the position after 40 years as a teacher, administrator, and instructional coach at Northside. I am pleased to tell you about this organization because it has done so much for the Northside community. It was established in 1987, and from the beginning, the goal of the association has been to assist all graduates from Northside with reunions and other events, as well as provide grants and scholarships to current Northside students. In recent years, we've also started to acknowledge graduates as distinguished alumni. A wall in the Commons area has a picture of everyone who has been honored. The Alumni Association honors these new distinguished alumni with a breakfast and a ceremony every other year.
My name is Ronald Collins. I am currently an intern in the Northside Alumni Office. I'm a class of 2021. I'm a senior here at Northside, and currently I am helping conduct research for the Hall of Fame for the Alumni Association. 5 years ago, we established the Sports Hall of Fame. On the alternate years of the Distinguished Alumni Breakfast, we have a similar program that honors the athletes and coaches who were the best in the years that they competed for Northside. This is our Sports Hall of Fame. Our office can help with reunions through our database, which we use to help committee members get class lists. Classes also help us by keeping us up to date on addresses, emails, and other information. We also provide printing and bulk mail services through FWCS at a rate much lower than a class can get them anywhere else.
We support yearly events in which all current and former Northsiders can participate. In the summer, we have a golf outing. Teams have had grads from as far back as the 1950s all the way up to current students. In the fall, the Alumni Association is active in homecoming with our new alumni patio. We offer food, door prizes, and spiritware for purchase.
Alumni Night is held in late January to early February. This is much like homecoming, but is in association with a basketball game. We do honor teams from the past at this game.
All of this is possible through our alumni and their membership and donations to the Alumni Association. For more information, you can call our office at 260-471-4499 or through email at nshsaa@gmail.com. You can also find out more information on our webpage, nsalumni.org. All of the forms that you would need to get involved in anything that we do are on that very first page of our webpage.
This was a presentation by the Northside High School Alumni Association in conjunction with the Northside High School Television and Radio Broadcast Program. For more information, visit www.nsalumni.org for more information.
Advice to underclassmen: take advantage of every day. Isaiah Moore.
All right, so we have senior night. We're honoring three seniors. That would be Ronald Collins, and number 1, Capone Daniels, and of course number 0, Isaiah Moore, who've contributed a lot to our program. Isaiah Moore, too, in particular, and Ronald Collins, I want to recognize them because I've had them both as students, and they are top-notch students. Now, no disrespect, Capone, but I didn't have you as a student, so I don't want to attest to anything I'm not sure about. But I want to thank those seniors, particularly Ronald Collins and Isaiah Moore, for the service that they've done for our school, because they get it done in the classroom and are just genuinely students with hearts of gold. So thank you. And now we're going to go back to our normal halftime advertisements. We are proudly sponsored by the following organizations: the City of Fort Wayne, Indiana. The City of Fort Wayne has given the Northside Television and Radio Broadcast Program a CFAB grant, and we appreciate that money because we will be able to upgrade our equipment as well as create more community-based content from the Northside community and beyond. We would also like to thank the Northside High School Alumni Association for their contribution to our program. We really appreciate what you do for the graduates in our community and our students here. Thank you to the Northside High School Alumni Association. We'd like to recognize one of our new corporate sponsors in Big Eyed Fish. Big Eyed Fish has 3 locations in Fort Wayne. And we'd also like to welcome the newest sponsor, Jarrell's Barbershop. If you are interested in sponsoring our programming or athletic events, please reach out to Athletic Director Andrew Klein at 260-467-2794. We greatly appreciate these contributions because due to COVID, we are unable to charge people at the gate and have ticket prices and things like that. So any contribution that you can give to our athletic program or to the television radio broadcast program would be greatly appreciated and used to enhance the services that we give to our student athletes and to our students in general. So once again, please reach out to Athletic Director Andrew Klein at 260-467-2794. I would also like to recognize Big Eyed Fish. Big Eyed Fish has 3 locations in the greater Fort Wayne area, the original on North Wells Street, as well as Express out on Hillegas Road, and Express North, their newest store on Leo Road. Please check out originalbigeyedfish.com for more information about their menu and ordering options. Our newest sponsor is Jarrell's Barbershop. We cut it, you strut it. They specialize in fades, cuts, razor shaves, and many, many more. So please check out their store at 2104 South Clinton Street in Fort Wayne, or check out Jarrell's Barbershop for more information. We are proudly sponsored by the following organizations: the City of Fort Wayne, Indiana. The City of Fort Wayne has given the Northside Television and Radio Broadcast Program a CFAB grant, and we appreciate that money because we will be able to upgrade our equipment as well as create more community-based content from the Northside community and beyond. We would also like to thank the Northside High School Alumni Association for their contribution to our program. We really appreciate what you do for the graduates in our community and our students here. Thank you to the Northside High School Alumni Association. We'd like to recognize one of our new corporate sponsors in Big Eyed Fish. Big Eyed Fish has 3 locations in Fort Wayne. And we'd also like to welcome the newest sponsor, Jarrell's Barbershop. If you are interested in sponsoring our programming or athletic events, please reach out to Athletic Director Andrew Klein at 260-467-2794. We greatly appreciate these contributions because due to COVID, we are unable to charge people at the gate and have ticket prices and things like that. So any contribution that you can give to our athletic program or to the television radio broadcast program would be greatly appreciated and used to enhance the services that we give to our student athletes and to our students in general. So once again, please reach out to Athletic Director Andrew Klein at 260-467-2794. I would also like to recognize Big Eyed Fish. Big Eyed Fish has 3 locations in the greater Fort Wayne area, the original on North Wells Street, as well as Express out on Hillegas Road, and Express North, their newest store on Leo Road. Please check out originalbigeyedfish.com for more information about their menu and ordering options. Our newest sponsor is Jarrell's Barbershop. We cut it, you strut it. They specialize in fades, cuts, razor shaves, and many, many more. So please check out their store at 2104 South Clinton Street in Fort Wayne, or check out Jarrell's Barbershop for more information. All right, we're about to start the second half here between the Wildcats of Kokomo and the Northside Legends. The Legends are up with a small lead by 4, and we are about to get the second half started. So Northside will start with the ball first in the half here. All right, so Northside with the ball. They set a double screen for Isaiah Moore, who reads it correctly, and Spear with the rebound, or sorry, Richards with the rebound, and he's unable to finish in transition. So the officials are conferring on this play, and they're going to count the basket because they called basket interference. You know, it's rare.
Number 12, his second.
It's rarely called, but it's the right call to make. You're not supposed to be able to slap the basket and make it shake so that shots do or do not go in. You can block a shot and slap the glass, but you can't make a swing and interfere with the basket. But I mean, now to be honest with you, slapping the glass is so common by defenders that a lot of times it doesn't get called, but it should be called. If that's the rule, that's the rule. And that was a tough, man-sized move by Briante Johnson. Richards with the ball up top. Sizes up the defense down screen set to Flowers. Flowers goes to Spear up top. Go to Oglesby down on the post. And if he catches it that close, you might as well put it in the book. You can't give up defensive position at that spot against an athlete of his size and magnitude. Screen set by Johnson. Isaiah Moore with the 3.
3 points, Legends.
And that's nothing but good. Holy cow. The block. The double block by Northside on that play. I hope we got that cleanly in transition, but Kokomo coming back the other way. Oglesby has the ball tipped from behind, and they call foul on Bassett.
Foul on number 4, his third.
And that is Bassett's third foul. And, you know, Bassett's not happy with the foul, but you know what? If you don't reach in and you play fundamentally sound defense, you don't get called for that. If you stay in front, like what you're supposed to do, you won't have to foul anybody. So Collins came in for Bassett, and
Wildcats, number 5, Flowers.
And I got to get this scoreboard thing up to date. Collins shoots the 3. That's no good. Rebound bounces around and solidified by Spear. And we're looking at 5 minutes and 15 seconds left, and it is a 2-point game with the Wildcats only down 2 to the Northside Legends. Screen set by Spear. Spear shoots the 3, and that looked good, but it rimmed out. Rodney Woods with the rebound, pushes in transition, finds Isaiah Moore, who kicks it off of his own foot. And that's another one of those empty possessions that'll drive you crazy as a coach. And that's a good idea, just a too much mustard on that pass. So turnover gives Northside the ball. Briante Johnson advances for Northside, brings it across the timeline, sizes up the defense, turns the corner. They kick to the corner to Collins, who's open, but his shot is no good. They find Rodney Woods underneath the hoop, and he's able to finish with the harm. And that is the kind of little thing that Rodney Woods does for this team.
For number 12, Woods, and a foul on number 5, his second, team's first.
So Rodney Woods will be shooting 1. And that's good. And that takes the lead to 5 with 4.5 to go in the third quarter. Northside staying with their trap, and they almost came away with it. Rodney Woods recovering in transition, and that puts Briante Johnson in a vulnerable position. That's the downside of a press, is you give up you give stuff up like that.
Points front, number 1, Coleman.
So that foul was on Johnson. Coleman will be shooting, and that's good.
Coleman makes a shot.
And now we're right back to how we started at halftime with the 2-point difference. Woods sets the screen for Johnson. They kick to Isaiah Moore. They find Collins in the corner. And this one finally is lined up and ready to go. And now that Kokomo's got it across half court, after a series of unfortunate tips, Coleman is able to put the biscuit in the basket. They reverse to Collins, who pass fakes, and he lines one up, and it's no good. Spear with the ball. Give it to Richards up top. And he surveys the defense, and they set down screens on each side. They look to Spear, Richards in the post, and pass goes around. Spear shoots the 3, and that's nothing but the bottom of the net.
Spear tying things up, 40-40.
And Rodney Woods is able to draw a foul in transition, and he'll be shooting 2 free throws. And that gives Northside a 1-point lead. Second shot coming from Woods. And that one looks good from here. So Richards advances for Kokomo. Go to Coleman on the wing. Find Oglesby on the wing. He reverses it to Coleman on the opposite side. Oglesby with the ball up top. Coleman up top now. And timeout called by Kokomo. Didn't like what was happening on offense. So they called 30-second timeout.
Folks, this is a friendly reminder. Please make sure that your masks are up and your nose is covered.
We are proudly sponsored by Jarrell's Barbershop. We cut it, you strut it, specializing in cuts and fades and razor-blade shaves. Located at 2104 South Clinton Street. Check out jarrellsbarbershop.com for more information. Big Eyed Fish is also one of our sponsors. Have 3 locations, one on North Wells Street, Hillegas Road Express, Express North on Leo Road. Check out originalbigeyedfish.com for menu options and ordering options. Which brings us back to live action. And that was a tough shot by Coleman, which tied up the game with just over 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. This is the dogfight that Coach Andrews and the Legends didn't really want. And that is good offense right there. Moore read that screen perfectly. When Jordan Green set the screen, he saw the lane open and he took it. So, in the meantime, Kokomo pushes it the other way. Jordan Green had a nice block and stood his ground. But Northside unable to get the rebound, and blocking foul called on Ryan Collins. All right, Northside not matched up correctly, but luckily was able to get the turnover, but then another turnover committed by Northside. And
2 points Wildcats, 15 Hardy.
And just like that, 44-all in a dogfight. And the shot goes up by Jordan Green. That's short, comes off the front iron. And now Kokomo has an opportunity to take a lead with 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Kokomo's really looking to set screens for Richards. And can't let that happen. And fortunately for Northside, he missed. But unfortunately for Northside, Oglesby got the rebound, made the bucket and the harm. And that gives Kokomo a 2-point lead with 13.4 left in the quarter.
Score was good, 24, Oglesby.
That was a man-sized rebound by Oglesby. And so Kokomo makes a substitution. So Northside has the ball with 10 seconds to go. Johnson goes all the way down and draws a foul on
Foul number 23,
Richards.
second. Team's third.
That's only the Wildcats' third. And Jordan Green tries to dribble into a crowd of people. And it's just not there.
End of the third quarter, Wildcats 47.
And Northside able to eke out a shot. And Northside finds itself down 3.
The region's only specialized athletic rehabilitation program. Our highly certified sports specialized.
We are sponsored by the City of Fort Wayne, Big Eyed Fish, Jarrell's Barbershop, and Northside High School Alumni Association. If you are interested in sponsoring our content, please give Athletic Director Andrew Klein a call at 467-2794. Jarrell's Barbershop is one of our sponsors. We cut it, you strut it. That is their motto, specializing in cuts and fades and razor blade shaves. Check out jarrellsbarbershop.com for more information. And of course, we can't fail to mention Big Eyed Fish, serving the greater Fort Wayne area with 3 locations: the original on North Wells Street, Express West on Hillegas Road, and Express North on Leo Road. Check out originalbigeyedfish.com for ordering options and more information. And now we're back to live action with Kokomo with a 3-point lead, and Northside kind of in the doldrums offensively and defensively for that matter, giving up a lot of easy rebounds and easy point-blank shots. So the question for this quarter is, can Northside increase its defensive intensity and secure the rebounds that they ought to secure? And can they make the shots that they should make? So they're trying to find Richards on the post against the smaller defender of Isaiah Moore. Not finding what they want. And good defense by Northside. And that's one of those possessions that earlier in the year there would have been some sort of breakdown. And then bad offense for Northside. Leads to a turnover. Briante Johnson looks for his opportunity and shoots the and that was a man-sized block by Oglesby. Look, Kokomo is coming with intensity, and Northside is kind of down. And then Bassett shoots the 3. That comes off of the top corner of the goal. Johnson gets his own rebound, and he rises up bigger than anybody who's going to contest him. Northside needed that basket. Northside absolutely needed that last basket. Oglesby with the ball up top, reverses it to Coleman on the opposite side. He turns the corner, and Rodney Woods is called for the push.
Foul on number 12, his third, number 6 for the team.
So that is the 3rd foul on Rodney Woods. It's also the 6th foul of this half. Next foul will put the Wildcats at the line from here on out, shooting 1 and 1. First one is good from Coleman. And the second one is good. And substitutions coming in. The lead is 5 for the Kokomo Wildcats at this point. Coleman put in some really good minutes in this quarter. Johnson turns the corner against the screen, and it's called for the offensive foul.
Foul on number 3, his second, team second.
That's Johnson's second foul. Oglesby with the ball, looking for Richards on the opposite side after double screen. And Northside gives up a layup. And now the lead is 7.
Full timeout. Legends.
All right, our TV radio broadcast program is sponsored by the City of Fort Wayne and the Northside High School Alumni Association. They have contributed to our programming. Also has Big Eyed Fish and Jarrell's Barbershop. If you're interested in sponsoring our programming or athletic events, you got to give a call to Andrew Klein, our athletic director, at 467-2794. So Gary Andrews has just called timeout, and he is not happy with the defensive intensity here. So he's challenging his players to be fundamentally sound and stay in front of dribblers and not give up layups. This whole taking risks and reaching from behind stuff just doesn't work against a team as experienced and fundamentally sound as Kokomo is. So that takes us back to live action here. 5 minutes and 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and the lead is 7 for Kokomo. Kokomo is sticking to that 2-3 zone look, and Isaiah Moore
3 points, Legends by 0 more.
just took the lead down to 4 with a wide open 3. Northside sticking to a full court press here. And Kokomo able to get it across half court. Now the question is, can Northside get a defensive stop? And that's a good no call because the offensive player just put his head down. And just like that, Breonte Johnson has a chance to take this gap down to 2 if he can hit these 2 free throws. With 4 minutes and 33 seconds left in the game.
His third, team score.
And the first one is good. And Richards comes back in for Kokomo. And that one's good as well. And just like that, Northside is able to close the gap to 2. Richards back with the ball in the full court press. And Breonte Johnson able to jump. And that is the correct call. They called the block in the and one because he was not in position to make that play. And Breonte Johnson, playing like a man possessed, gets the steal, makes the shot, and now gets an opportunity to give the lead back to the Northside Legends. And sure enough, the freshman delivers. And another steal by Briante Johnson. And Northside's own players. And they called it a goaltend. It still went in.
2 points, Wildcats, number 0, Smith.
But still, you can't fault the effort by Jordan Green trying to do something about that. And you can't fault the effort of the Legends bringing themselves back into this game. And Rodney Woods, his shot is off, and Jordan Green unable to collect it on the defensive end. Coleman checks back in for Kokomo with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the Wildcats of Kokomo are holding on to a precarious 1-point lead. They look to Oglesby on the post, and that's a nice move.
Wildcats, 24, Oglesby.
Woods pushes it in transition to Johnson, who shoots the three.
Things up with that 3-pointer, number 3.
I swear to you, he might be a freshman, but he does not play like one. Northside looking for the back tap. And the steal. And go ahead, young fella. Go ahead, young fella. Hey, we'll take it. We'll take that shot every time. And this game is tied with 2:50 to go in the fourth quarter. Northside has had their opportunities now. That can't happen if you're Northside. And Rodney Woods with the secure rebound. And the foul on Flowers. That's the thing, though. Rodney doesn't got to do all that. Rodney doesn't have to do all that. Johnson with the ball up top. He's guarded by Coleman. Set the screen by Jordan Green. He turns, collects, and he is unable to finish underneath the hoop. And it is still a tie ball game. And everybody on Northside's bench and in the crowd.
Number 11, his third, team's 8.
Everybody on Northside's bench and in the crowd collectively shouted, "What?" rhetorically. So, Richards with an uncharacteristic miss. I tell you, I like watching that kid shoot. I just don't want him to make it. And he didn't. And Rodney Woods gets the rebound, and Briante Johnson is just too athletic to be stopped. And with 1:58 left in this game, this guy's going down to the wire, full timeout taken by Kokomo. All right, so we are proudly sponsored by Big Eyed Fish, who have 3 locations serving the greater Fort Wayne area. The original on North Wells Street, Express on Hillegas Road, and Express North on Leo Road. Check out originalbigeyedfish.com for menu options and ordering options. Jarrell's Barbershop has contributed to our athletic funding. They specialize in cuts and fades and razor blade shaves. We cut it, you strut it. Located at 2104 South Clinton Street. Check out jarrellsbarbershop.com for more information. We also have earned a CFAB grant from the city of Fort Wayne, and we're going to use that to purchase more equipment to improve our live streaming and our news capacity and other content creation. And the Northside High School Alumni Association has graciously given to our television broadcast program. That's actually been the spur, the very seed, the very beginning of this broadcasting thing that we've been experimenting with and learning about the whole time. So we want to recognize them because Northside Alumni Association, you guys were our first sponsor. And now with a minute 58 left in this game, Northside holding on to a toenail of a lead with 2 minutes to go, 2 points. Northside staying with a full court press. Spear with the ball. They go to Flowers, who turns the corner and draws the foul on Isaiah Moore. And that will lead to 2 free throws. That is Isaiah Moore's second foul. So Smith shooting 2 free throws. Flowers is number 5. Smith unable to connect on the first free throw. Now the question is will Northside box out if he misses? And that comes off, and a strong rebound by Jordan Green. And Northside can wait. They have a lead. And unfortunate that unable to finish. 1 minute to go in this game. And Richards with the ball. Coleman looking to drive against Jordan Green. And timeout called by Kokomo. With 38.5 to go in the game, they're down 2. And that is a full timeout. If you're just tuning in, the score is 59-57 with Northside holding on to a 2-point lead. And Kokomo calling a timeout because they want to have a quality possession with these 38.6 seconds left. Northside has had its opportunities to close the deal, and they used an awful lot of energy to close a 7-point gap and to eventually take this lead, but now it comes down to which team is going to execute better here with the pressure on, so to speak. Can Northside stay fundamentally sound and get a rebound and get a stop? Or is Kokomo going to be able to execute something and get either a tie or a lead? So there's an awful lot ahead of us in the next 38.6 seconds of play here. Which takes us back to the live action here from Bahia Arena with 38.6 seconds. 59-57 is the current score. Richards inbounds to Oglesby. They look for the back door. Spear to Oglesby in the corner. They go to Flowers up top. Spear with the ball on the wing. They look to Oglesby in the post. Flowers with the ball. That gets tipped. And timeout by Kokomo. But Northside was playing some scrappy defense being played by Northside. They need to continue this for another 17.2 seconds, and they got the win. All right, we'd like to recognize our sponsors, Big Eyed Fish, the original on North Wells Street, Express on Hillegas Road, and Express North on Leo Road. Check out originalbigeyedfish.com for ordering options and menu options. Jarrell's Barbershop also sponsors our athletic programming. We cut it, you strut it. That is their motto, located at 2104 South Clinton Street. Check out jarrellsbarbershop.com for more information. They specialize in cuts and fades and razor blade shaves. So we're down to 17.2 seconds, and Northside holding on to a razor-thin edge at 59-57. And let's see what Kokomo draws up here. Spear to inbounds. And a steal almost by Northside. And the shot by Spear, that's blocked. Northside gets a defensive stop, and Isaiah Moore secures it, and he will be shooting no free throws because they have another foul to give. So now Northside has to get this ball in bounds, because that was only the 5th team foul on Kokomo. They inbound to Isaiah Moore, who gets fouled. And that is the 6th foul. But still, Northside has to inbound one more time before they hit shoot the 1-and-1. So full timeout is called. All right, so we're looking at 8.1 seconds left in this game. Northside played solid defense, and now they got to get the ball in bounds, and they got to hit some free throws if they get fouled, or they just need to play keep away for 8.1 seconds. I tell you, earlier in the year, this Northside team would not have been able to sustain the mental toughness that it takes in order to finish something this close. So we're going to go back to live action here, and you can see the Northside Legends huddled at the free throw line to the right there. And I was mistaken. That actually was the 7th team foul on Kokomo. So Isaiah Moore will be shooting 1-and-1. And he misses, and Richards gets the rebound. And this is exactly what Northside didn't want to have happen. And that's how the game ends, on a defensive stand. What a great game. Good job, Kokomo, because you guys definitely played really hard and had opportunities to win. Before we shut down, just want to recognize our 4 sponsors: the City of Fort Wayne, Big Eyed Fish, Jarrell's Barbershop, and the Northside High School Alumni Association. Thank you for contributing to our school. If you're interested in sponsoring our events, give us a call, 467-2794, and talk to Andrew Klein, the athletic director. So what a great win for the Northside Legends, because it didn't come easy against a team that was very good and well coached in the Kokomo Wildcats. We're signing off here from By Hay Arena. Have a great evening. Thank you.